salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest can vouch.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And this is Cook with the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. That's out wide for Palmer. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the option right, Herbert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson will throw again. He finds Bateman over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down. At the Chargers 28-yard line.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now room for Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brings up second down.
Hey, no. Hey, where's that? What's the mic? You got nothing today. You got nothing. Share. Check safety.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw here out to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he's brought down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more into...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Roberts on the return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught by Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Finish it up! Finish it up! Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 30 west of Mike. Come on.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's